The Anambra State government rescues 12 girls from brothel at Amobia. Anambra State Joint Enforcement Task Force demolishes illegal structures at Odumobusi. International Press Center organizes stakeholders roundtable on President's campaign promises in Abuja. From the foreign scenes, rail accident kills 2 people, injures 34 in Tunisia. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total-round maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. The Anambra State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ifeoma Binabo, has rescued about 12 girls between the ages of 15 and 25 at a guest inn in Amobia, a South local government area. The raid was done in collaboration with Anambra State Police Command following a tip-off from a whistleblower. We have details.
Among the rescued girls are underage, and the commissioner has contacted their family members and subsequently taken them to hospital for medical examination and possible treatment. Speaking in her office in Oka, Mrs. Obinabo restated the state government's commitment to ending all forms of child kidnapping, trafficking, and sex slavery in the state. Mrs. Obinabo, while recounting how she was able to apprehend the suspect, assisted by the police, warned hotel owners to desist from using underage girls in running their businesses or face the full weight of the law.
bata ije ịchọ ife nwe ị chọrọ ime ịpụta fụnụta nwatakịrị nwa nọ ebe ahụ gịnị ka ị chere ime onwe ihe na-eme gị n'isi ịmazikwa ihe iwu kwuru ejidekwa gị ọkwa nga mkpụrụ ọka aka m adị ọkụ ya biko anyị ga-ayọ ka nna ayọ gị kịta gọọmenti jikwa ụtarị ọkwa ụtarị mmụọ ka gọọmenti Soludo ji wee bịa kịta anụnwa nwere iwu a ga-ejikpe gị ikpe iwu amadịkwa dị na-eche merekwa nke unu si wee chọọ mana unu rapụrụ anyị kịrịkịrị ụmụazị.
The 3 underage girls, who are all from Ebonyi State, while sharing their experiences, disclosed that they were taken by one Ifeoma and Chika from their houses in Izar and brought to Oka on the promises of securing them a job, but to their greatest surprise was forced to prostitution. They revealed that the women who brought them to the brothel seized their phones and other belongings before handing them over to another woman, who notified them that they will only be released if they bring the sum of 150,000 naira or serve her for a period of 1 year. According to them, they were able to use a whistleblower's phone to get across to their families, and the whistleblower in turn notified the Women Affairs Ministry, which, with the help of the police, busted the brothel. On how much they make daily on the brothel, the girls said they were mandated to bring between 10,000 and 15,000 naira every night and 40,000 naira every Sunday, whereas any man they slept with usually paid them the sum of 1,000 naira and above, which causes a lot of issues between them and their madam. On her part, one of the parents of the girls, Mrs. Uchechi Friday, said upon her daughter's disappearance, she lodged a complaint at the police station in Abakaliki, but was shocked when she got a call from her daughter, which made her to seek help from the Women and Social Welfare Commissioner of Anambra State. Mrs. Friday thanked the commissioner for her prompt response and urged other parents to always be at alert and conscious of their children's welfare and whereabouts. The case has since been transferred to State Criminal Investigation Department in Oka for comprehensive investigation and will be consequently charged to court.
Anambra State Joint Enforcement Task Force has demolished 17 lock-up shops and shanties at Army Gate Junction, Odumobusi, in the Idemili North Council area. Correspondent Ejike Abana is our guide.
The task force, comprising officials of the Anambra State Fiscal Planning Board and others, removed the illegal structure built under the high-tension cables and on access road and exit road of a petroleum station in the area. The illegal structures according to the team, constitute a serious risk to lives of people and obstruction to traffic. Recall that the task force had earlier warned the developer against building on the space, but he remained adamant, hence the subsequent marking and demolition. Speaking to the ABS, the chairman of Anambra State Physical Planning Board, Barrister Chike Maduekwe, stated that the overall objective of the enforcement operation is to remove all the illegal structures scattered all over the state. Barrister Maduekwe said that Governor Soludo has left nobody in doubt about his commitment in transforming Anambra into a livable, green, prosperous megacity, emphasizing that this cannot be achieved if the state is developing in a disorganized manner and violation of building laws.
We can't continue to allow the nonsense that has happened over the years, and it's so overwhelming. So we appeal to Anambra citizens to support the good work Mr. Governor wants to do in Anambra.
Earlier, one of the shop occupants, Henry Michael, claimed that the demolition was unannounced, as the landlord has assured them that everything is under control.
The enforcement for the demolition came unannounced. Before this time, about a week ago, they brought an order from the High Court. The judgment has been given that the place should be demolished. So we reported our landlord, who happens to be the person that is all the matter. So he told us that he has gone to court of appeal to appeal against the judgment, so that she should take execution. So that's where we were. So the landlord copied the document from appeal court and gave to us. Also,
a partial demolition was carried out at Amako Obuki Drive, Federal Housing Estate, Trans-Nkisi 33, where a land that was allocated to an individual by the government but was illegally acquired by another developer who has started erecting a structure on the land. A full demolition was not carried out because an elderly sick man who is squatting there was given the grace of relocating to enable the task force carry out its duty on a later date. Ejike Abana, ABS News.
The Deputy Chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council and Traditional Ruler for Puno, Igwe Sunday Okafor, and other traditional rulers in the state have underscored the importance of agriculture in improving the living standards of the people. They spoke during the launch of the 2023 farming season by Governor Chukwuma Soludo at the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Oka. We have details.
Igwe Okafor, who expressed satisfaction with Governor Soludo and the State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Foster Ihejiofor, for the exercise, urged farmers to embrace biological farming as it will go a long way in boosting bumper harvest. The chairman of Traditional Rulers Council in Anambra Central Senatorial District and the traditional ruler of Akweze, Igwe Christopher Opala, the traditional ruler of Umweri, Igwe Ben Emeka, that of Ezinato, Igwe Timothy Ezenwaka, and the traditional ruler of Abacha, Igwe Godwin Odiegu, applauded the glorious era of farming that Governor Chukwuma Soludo is bringing back, saying that it remains the easiest way towards poverty eradication. On their parts, the traditional ruler of Okwala, Igwe Joseph Ajodo, and the traditional ruler of Owele, Igwe Raymond Omoja, both in Anambra West local government area, as well as the traditional ruler of Umuobanam, Igwe George Ekwalo, and his Oga counterpart, Igwe Chid Ezenwugo, appealed to the state government to come to their aid by making seedlings, fertilizer, and other farm inputs available as they commence farming in their areas by December every year. They also expressed concern over erosion menace and lack of access roads to enable them evacuate farm produce. Inspection of the local government areas, pavilions, and agro products at stands by the governor, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, and the chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, Igwe Alfred Achebe of Onitsha, among others, formed the high points of the event.
In commemoration of World Sickle Cell Day, the Chema Empowerment Foundation, dedicated to supporting children with sickle cell disease, organized an event that aimed to raise awareness and provide crucial support for those affected by the condition. The event kicked off with a roadwork sensitization, followed by an insightful panel discussion at the Professor Darakunyi Women Development Center in Oka, bringing together healthcare professionals and experts and community members. Onyinye Agopeze reports.
The event had its theme, Embrace Sickle Cell Warriors, Uniting for Awareness, Engagement and Support. We are collaborative efforts by the Foundation, healthcare organizations, including the Anambra State Ministry of Health, Anambra State Health Insurance Agency, and passionate volunteers, including Federation of Catholic Medical and Dental Students, National Association of Zoology Students, among others, sought to shed light on the challenges faced by individuals with sickle cell disease and promote understanding within the community. Speaking at the occasion, Mrs. Chinwe Nnabo, the proprietor of the foundation, said that the occasion provided a valuable platform for knowledge exchange, fostering connection, and the promotion of awareness of sickle cell illness. She cautioned against getting married before adequate confirming one's genotype and blood types to prevent issues in the future. Mrs. Nnabo also emphasized the necessity for government to pay attention to the condition by setting up sickle cell centers and supporting organizations with a similar mission in order to help those who are afflicted.
Sensitize the public on the importance of knowing their genotype, to help children living with sickle cell disease to save their lives, to help them manage their health and live longer. Sickle cell disease is a genetic factor, and then that can be prevented only by marrying someone you are compatible with.
Also, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Anambra State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Simeon Onyemechi, represented by Dr. Ada Okechi, while explaining that sickle cell is a genetic blood disorder characterized by abnormal hemoglobin, which causes red blood cells to take on a sickle-like shape and can lead to various complications, including chronic pain, organ damage, anemia, and increased susceptibility to infections, said that ASHA has introduced beneficiary packages for individuals with sickle cell disease. Dr. Onyemechi noted that in order to register for the premium package, they need to register with 12,500 naira annually, which assures easy access to healthcare delivering without financial barriers. Others who engaged in an insightful conversation highlighting the challenges faced by those with sickle cell disease and discussing effective ways to enhance awareness and support in the community included Ms. Nnemeka Okoye, a Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University medical student, and Mr. Charles Okwonga from the Nigeria Correctional Service, Anambra State Command, among others.
To come in the news tonight, the International Press Center organizes stakeholders roundtable on President's campaign promises in Abuja. Rail accident kills 2 people, injures 34 in Tunisia. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values that's giving maximum support for the task ahead. The news returns after the break.
A peak protein breakfast gets me to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. That's because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak.
Back to the rest of the news. The federal government has been urged to prioritize accountability to prevent corruption and abuse of power. Speakers at the one-day stakeholders roundtable presentation of documented campaign promises of the president by the International Press Center, Lagos, in Abuja, also asked the citizens to utilize available tools to hold the government to account. Ekwajide of our Abuja Bureau has details.
Founded by the European Union will enable hundreds of journalists and other media professionals, the academia, researchers, among others, to download the Nigerian Media Code of Election coverage and have access to the content. Our media aide to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. Tunde Rama, represented by Ayo Oyalowo, said the present administration is poised to implement its campaign promises in all sectors without fear or favor. According to him, The present administration will improve on all the good policies of the previous administration.
This is a government that is prepared to govern, and this is a president who is prepared to lead. And we are seeing it, and there is no fear at all. Whatever you are seeing, like I can tell you, is just a tip of the iceberg. There are greater things to come in the incoming days and weeks.
In a late presentation tagged Beyond the Rhetoric of Campaigns, the role of citizens and the media in ensuring democratic accountability, the founding executive director, African Center for Leadership, Strategy and Development, Dr. Otif Ibuzo, said governance is more complex than making campaign promises.
The media occupy a central place in holding government to account, especially in a society where there is increasing inequality and discontent from below.
For the Executive Director, Institute of Media and Society, Dr. Akin Akimbulu, for effective monitoring and evaluation of the campaign promises of the present administration, citizens should make use of the International Press Center's launched app. The Executive Director of International Press Center, Mr. Lanre Arogundade, who took a critical look at some of the campaign promises of the Tinubu-led administration, said International Press Center had been supporting the media for more than a decade for the purpose of professionalism in the coverage of the democratic processes and elections.
These days we talk of solution-driven journalism, but you can't have solutions when you don't, pick promises, follow them up, and ensure that they're actually implemented, and also ask questions if there are challenges of implementation.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwi Ajide reporting.
On business news, the United Kingdom has announced its readiness to cut tariffs on products from Nigeria and other developing countries. According to a statement released on Monday by the British High Commission in Abuja, the step was to restore trading rules, save businesses and consumers millions of pounds a year. This came following the country's new post-Brexit developing countries trading scheme covering not less than 60 nations. The scheme removes or reduces tariffs and simplifies trading rules so that more products qualify for the scheme, making it more generous than the EU scheme the UK was previously a member of. This scheme will also benefit developing countries looking to diversify and increase exports, driving their prosperity and creating jobs. Over time, as developing countries increase trade with the UK under the scheme, businesses could save millions more on import costs. From the foreign scenes, 2 people were killed and 34 injured when an overnight passenger train carried off the tracks and overturned in eastern Tunisia, the state-owned SNCFT rail company said. The accident occurred when a train operating between Tunisia and the eastern city of Gabes derailed near Zakang, a town about 150 kilometers from the capital. The driver and a passenger were killed while 34 other passengers were injured, the SNCFT said. The accident comes 50 months after a collision between 2 trains in the south of the capital injured around 100 people. In December 2016, 5 people were killed and more than 50 injured in the same area when a train and a public bus collided. Blamed on faulty infrastructure, the accident prompted the sacking of the SNCFT's then chief executive. In June 2015, Tunisia experienced one of the worst rail accidents in its recent history when 18 people died in a crash between a train and a truck at El Fahaz, about 60 kilometers south of Tunis. The collision was caused by a signaling fault at the level crossing. From the world of sports, the Nigerian Football Federation NFF says it is not planning to cut Super Eagles head coach Ose Pesiero's salary, as reported by some media organizations. Pesiero's current contract will expire at the end of this month. The 63-year-old currently earns $70,000 per month. An online media outfit, ESPN, had reported that Pesiero might be asked by the NFF to take a significant pay cut to remain in charge of the team. According to the report, it is unclear whether the NFF will keep the Portuguese, but he will be offered new terms with a reduced salary. Remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television. Okay. You can log on to our website. You can go on Twitter at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now the main points that made news again tonight. Anambra State government has rescued 12 girls from brothel at Amobia. Anambra State Joint Enforcement Task Force has demolished illegal structures at Odumobusi. International Press Center has organized stakeholders roundtable on President's campaign promises in Abuja. And finally, from the foreign states, we told you that rail accident has killed 2 people, injures 34 in Tunisia. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all on the news tonight. My name is Uchechukwu Ibonam. Good night.